What is going on, YouTube? How are y'all doing today, man? It is your boy Tedo. We are back again, once again with another video, man. How are y'all doing today, man? Once again, another video, man. Yeah, I like the consistency. Your boy's getting consistent, man. I'm just working on being consistent on both channels, but today we got something else, and I know y'all like me coming up with the brand new ideas. I mean, this ain't nothing too original. You obviously got other YouTubers doing this type of stuff, and this is stepping away just a little bit away from the self-improvement content. I don't know, man. I just thought, I don't want to be too rigid with the self-improvement content. I don't want that to be all I talk about, because at the end of the day, that can get old as well. So everything in moderation, you know what I'm saying? Too much of anything is a bad thing. Even self-improvement. Sometimes you just gotta take action. Sometimes you just gotta chill, bro. Enjoy the moment. Enjoy life. Don't always, enjoy the technology you got right in front of you sometimes, But, just enough of me yapping, bro. Let's get into this video. We are reacting to some Reddit confessions, man. Alright, first one, man, and it is not safe for work apparently, so I'm gonna try to fix the wordplay a little bit when it comes to, I know how YouTube is. So my mom and my brother are having surgery tomorrow. My mother is having an emergency surgery for a blood clot removal to prevent a widowmaker heart attack. My brother has a procedure scheduled for months to remove his thyroid. It might be cancerous. My dad is absolutely no help, and I have been deemed the one to make medical decisions if things go wrong. I am a 23-year-old female. I don't know how to do this. I have my sisters for help, but I am so scared to lose them both. I don't know what to do. I needed to get this out because it's bubbling up inside of me. My mother has had a procedure like this before, but this is straight in her heart. What should I do? No idea. Feel free to comment advice or comfort or anything like that. I apologize if this isn't the place for this post. Thank you to anyone who reads this. Okay. That is a lot. First off, I think before I comment on this post, I don't think I've ever had to be in a situation anywhere close to this. To where I'm in charge of taking care of any family members. So I don't think I'm the right person to speak on it in that sense. But I mean, honestly, man, in a situation like that, you can only just positive thoughts, but at the same time you have to be realistic with the current situation so you don't get disappointed. You know what I mean? You just don't want to give yourself false hope in a situation like that, but you also don't want to just have negative thoughts. And I know it sounds very cliche and just wishy-washy, but bro, honestly, what else could you do in a situation like that? We're talking about somebody potentially losing two close family members. We're not immortal. Everybody's time has to come, bro. But let's read what people say. Deep breaths. The first time you have to do a true adult is like you're doing. It seems terrifying. You think you can't possibly be the best one to do this. Hasn't there always been an adult around? Where are they? Where do I have this responsibility? What if I fail? This is one of those courage doesn't mean the absence of fear situations. You can't be scared and still make the decisions that sit right in your gut. You ask for help and guidance with the medical team. Ask questions. Don't be afraid to ask them to clarify anything you don't understand. You will do better than you think you will. I think that's actually pretty solid advice. A lot of situations we go through our day-to-day lives that we sort of think about in our minds, and that we're hyping it up, or we're hyping it up as this big threat in our minds, and then once we actually go through the thing, it doesn't even end up being that bad. I remember I've had this when I first started working in house remodeling. I had the feeling of I'm not good enough for this, and the first day I'm gonna flop. And the first day, I did mess up, I did get yelled at and stuff, but it wasn't as bad. I knew it was gonna happen, but it wasn't as bad as I imagined it to be in my mind. And I don't want to just skip past these first two words, but deep breaths is actually a very underrated part of this comment, because controlling your breathing, and I say this all the time, but being able to control your breathing is a very underrated skill, and breathing exercises and all that have amazing abilities. You'll be surprised as to how much you can control your mind with breathing exercises. But yeah, man, that was a little dark to start off the video, but I hope the best for this person, Sabrio Love. I'll upvote their thing. Oh, I can't. I need to log in. Okay. Oh my gosh. Yo, what? This second one is crazy. Okay, let's read this. I just applied to be part of Lily Phillips's 1000 Men Challenge. Bro, what? Okay. I did something stupid. 6 months ago, in the hard aftermath of my divorce, I applied to be one of the 1000 men in Lily Phillips' record-breaking gang. You know. I genuinely wanted to be part of it, and I told myself that this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, bro. Once-in-a-lifetime opportunity is like playing in the NBA Finals, or you know what I'm saying, or going to the NFL Finals, or getting drafted to the NFL, or going on that one special vacation. Those are once in a lifetime opportunities, my guy. Getting it in with a bop is not a once in a lifetime opportunity, bruh. Anyways, after a while, I can't get over that once in an opportunity, bro. What are you doing? But okay. After a while, I had started to lose hope, but now this week, it is all becoming more and more real, because today I am quoted after an interview with a journalist from New York Magazine. Today I'm in the article. The OnlyFans star sleeping with hundreds of men a day, published in Vulture. This is what they wrote. Oh my gosh, this is a lot. We'll do the men who signed up to take part in them. A 34-year-old Redditor from Norway with the username Chicken of the Year told me, oh my goodness, this is him. Oh nah. Told me he applied to Phillips's 1000 Men in a Day challenge, which has yet to take place, because he'd always dreamed of having with a star. The only questionnaire asked him for his nationality, height, weight, a photo, and whether he used that or any other substance to stay hard. I lived in a marriage for 8 years and watched daily since I was 14, he said. Being part of something like this felt like a once in a lifetime chance to connect with a real porn star. I don't know, like, I'm trying to censor myself out. I'm trying to be a goody two-shoe for YouTube, so I don't know what I'm allowed to say and what I'm not allowed to say. But, okay. That is me, immortalized in a major publication as a horny divorced Norwegian man with trauma and horniness, and in this article I have increased my odds of getting selected because now I'm a minor public figure. But today, after reading this article, I actually don't know how to feel. A part of me still wants to be selected. Another part wants to disappear for the mountains and never use the internet again. I'm scared my family and my ex-wife might see it. I'm scared Lily might see it and actually say, him. I'm selecting the guy with a tragic backstory and questionable coping skills. He's number 1000. Yo. Yo, this is the 1000th guy, bro. It has to be. I know that was supposedly a joke, but that's probably him, bro. God help me. If I become the face of this gangbang, I'm not ready for that kind of legacy. Okay. This guy, bro. Where do I start? Where do we start with this guy, chat? Here, let's read the comments. Let's read what the people are saying. I pray. Yo, first comment, bro. I pray I'm never this down bad. Yo, I pray for this man first, and I secondly pray I'm never as down bad as this guy. Anyways. Oh my goodness. Yo. Yo, everybody's just clouding this man, bro. Jeez, man. Take some stuff you just gotta take to the grave, bro. Legendary comment. Post nut clarity long before the nutting. This is probably the saddest thing I've read in a while. Okay, man, y'all are just straight up. And honestly, bro, it is pretty sad. Well, what are you doing with your life, man? Like, there's plenty of other girls in this world that you can meet, bro. And I've actually seen a video describing, I don't think it was her speaking about it, but I'm sure it's a similar experience. Y'all know Bonnie Blue. She was talking about how after like however certain men, I'm sure like after 100 men, she was filled in straight like nut, bro. So like, if you will touch that, bro, after like, is it even worth it, bro? Come on, man. Yeah, man. This guy is self-aware to know that he's going down the wrong path, and he's basically like, I don't know, man. Just my advice to this guy: get you some hobbies. I mean, you were talking about like going out to the mountains, bro. That would probably be a better situation than however you got your life right now. I ain't gonna lie to you, my guy. This is not it, bro. Batman himself would not have gotten this information out of me. I am not gonna lie, bro. You should have just kept that to yourself, bro. Anyways. Okay, let's next one. Okay, not too much. Dealerships are everywhere. I pretend to go to a service or look at cars just to get free coffee and snacks, and I'm always in and out less than 10 minutes. BMW has the best snacks. I don't know, bro. I would say he's down bad, but like after what we just read, he I don't know, bro. He's down all right. You know what I'm saying? Okay, next one. A few years ago, I, a 25-year-old male, got to see into a glimpse of a woman I knew. I was helping her fix her laptop. She gave it to me and I finally got it to boot and made sure I wouldn't do it again. I was finishing up and heard the iMessage ping on her machine. I look and it's been the worst mistake I ever made. I scrolled down and saw how women talk to each other and how they know they're alone. And how women talk to each other when they know they are alone. Jeez, bro. A few days prior, she was talking about bringing her device to me to fix. The girl started talking and she told them she could never be interested in me because I had a small wee wee. What the freak, bro? When we initially started talking, she told me it just wasn't the right time, and now I'm not an a-hole, so I accepted it and moved on. I didn't have feelings or anything, so it was no big deal. Now I'm reading this chat and these women are saying some very rude things about me. They weren't wrong, but to read it from attractive women really broke me. They were saying things like, at what point is just a boy and never a man, and he's the perfect person to transition to a girl because no girl is going to want that. Oh my goodness. There was so much more. I ended up giving the machine to a friend to give back to her. I haven't spoken to her since. But since then, I left my job for a remote job. I've been out of my apartment maybe 5 times in 2+ years. I am so ashamed of something I have zero control over. I am so ashamed that their words are starting to seem true. Maybe I would be better off as a trans woman. Jesus, bro. Jesus, bro. I've even had thoughts that my only good purpose would be for another man. I'm ashamed to even admit that this to anyone, even strangers. I'm a waste of flesh. People will say, oh, size doesn't mean anything, and that's easy to say when it's not you. That's like being wealthy and saying money isn't everything. I'm not a man. I don't look like one, feel like one, or even act like one. I'm pathetic. Okay. And then in the edit, a few people asked me how she knew. They talked about it a couple times. Okay, so for this guy, um, bro, I don't know why I'm acting like some guru, bro. Like they could really, like I'm really about to stop them. But hey, man, just hey, somebody who's going through something similar, bro. Like peep somebody else that's going down bad and hear out my what I got to say. You know what I'm saying? But first off, bro, I don't even know. Like bro. It must have been really small, bro. If they was cooking him that bad, bro. Like I ain't even gonna lie to you, bro. That's crazy. But I'm like, bro, women could be mean, bro. Um, literally, bro. If that's just the reason that's the one reason she wouldn't date you, bro. She wouldn't have been worth it anyways, bro. And if she got those type of friends, then she's definitely not worth it, bro. Um, and I don't know, bro. Like honestly, man, just like I think this is just a very deeply insecure individual, bro. Talking about you don't even feel like a man, da 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 da. You feel like you're just gonna transition into a woman. I'm not gonna have the whole transgender conversation on here, but um, I think you should try to understand your situation a little bit more and understand if that's what you really want. But I don't think changing your gender because a girl said you had a small wee wee is really a smart idea. You know what I mean? That's just like, come on, man. You're letting them win at the end of the day. Really, like, you're literally letting them win, bro. Yeah, no, 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 facts. I was saying women, like, not all women, obviously, but there's some women, bro, that are just mean, bro. And, like, it's not worth it, bro. It's not worth dealing with women like that. You will just have a life of just like your mind will be messed up dealing with women like that. But